Hello, my name is James Spyro, and this is the Roadshow Plus event brought to you by Poalim Tech and Calcalist. I'm joined now with Shachar Kaufman, the co-founder and CEO of Zoma. Shachar, hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Sure.
Can we start, please, by you explaining a bit about Zoma and what you folks do, please?
Yes, what we do in Zoma is we basically help professional services organizations and companies to be able to scope and estimate their project better and to just make sure their projects are going to be more successful.
Okay, thank you. And we're here at the Roadshow Plus event today. Tell me, what's it like to be here today? It seems like Israel's kind of kicking back into gear after what's been a very challenging couple of months. What's it like to be here today, and how have you found it so far?
I mean, I think it's very difficult in general. Those are very difficult days in Israel. But I think what we can do is we can keep pushing the economy forward and keep working on our solution and our companies, support our companies, and keep the growth going. I think that's part of our job in this horrible and conflicting times.
Definitely. Certainly some of that Israeli resilience needs to come shining now more than ever. Can we talk a bit about the industry and the ecosystem generally? I mean, what's it like? Israel's had a tough year, starting with the protests and the judicial reform. Now we're in war. What's it been like from an industry point of view? How have you found it? How have you managed to navigate this situation?
So I think it's very difficult. In general, the amount of people that are out there and are, your mind focus is very difficult in those conflicting days. But for us as a company, that's what we want to do in the morning. We wake up in the morning, we keep pushing forward and having conversation with prospects and customers and partners to be able to really bring in more, the news to the professional services world.
Okay, amazing. And as we look ahead, 2024 is a few weeks away. Hopefully it's going to look a bit different from how 2023 looked. What are some of the ways that you're preparing for the year ahead, and what are some of the things that we can look forward to?
So I think everybody in this ecosystem, everybody as a startup ecosystem have needed to reverse engineer and create a different plan and adjust the plans that we have. And we're used to this. This is what we do, day in and day out. So for us, making adjustment to the plan and understanding that the ecosystem is going to be a little bit different in terms of investment, in terms of, an ability to purchase. So we're making all those adjustments to be able to prepare for 2024 in a better way. And it's been very difficult globally, but for us, from a timing perspective for Zoma, our product is launched and live, and our customers are really starting to use it a few months ago. So we're actually having experienced a very positive time in those conflicting days.
Okay, that's amazing. It's always nice to see a silver lining in the darkness. What's it like in terms of those international investors? How have you noticed anything? Maybe you're not feeling it directly, but in terms of the relationship between international investors or VCs and Israel, has there been a disconnect there, or is it?
I don't feel that way. I feel like we got a big bear hug, per se, that we got from people that we're speaking with, prospects, partners, investors. There's definitely been a pause since October 7th for a few weeks, and we had to readjust and make different plans. But I do feel this acknowledgement and support globally, so I don't feel that kind of in that perspective.
Okay, that's amazing. May it long continue. Shachar, thank you so much for taking the time. I wish you the best in 2024, and hopefully we'll be here at the Roadshow next year and we'll be able to share some updates.
100%. Thank
Cheers.
you for your time.
Thank you so much.